Welcome to Telios Tutors. In this video I'm going to show you how to solve questions on proportion and relationship between two variables. A car travels 40 kilometers in 30 minutes. If the car travels at the same speed, how far will it travel in 3 hours? So the first step is to identify the relationship between the two variables in our question, and in this case it's the relationship between the distance and the time. So we'll just write this down, distance and the respective units and the time in minutes, and then we'll just draw out a small table here, and we'll fill out this table by inputting the values given to us in the question. So 40 kilometers was in 30 minutes, and the question says how far, so we want to find out the distance, will it travel in 3 hours, and we must convert this hour into minutes since this is what the units we have decided to use for time. So for 3 hours it would be 60 multiplied by 3, since 1 hour is 60 minutes, and we'd like to find out 3 hours, so we'd multiply this by 3, and that gives us 180. And this value here we'd put into here, since we're dealing with time and not distance. And so this leaves us with the distance, what we need to find out. Okay, so the way we'd start by doing this question is to look at the relationship between the two variables either horizontally or vertically. So what I mean by that is, looking horizontally, is there a number that I can multiply 40 to make 30 or divide 40 to make 30? And likewise, is there a number I can multiply or divide 30 to make 180? Well, in this example, the easiest way to solve this is to look at the relationship between this vertically, since I know that 30 multiplied by 6 would give me 180. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you how I do that. So 30 multiplied by 6 gives me 180. Once again, you can only multiply or divide as you're going across or from top to bottom or bottom to top. So you can never add or subtract, for example. In proportion questions you can only multiply and divide. So now that I've found a relationship between the two numbers, either horizontally or vertically, in this example vertically, by multiplying by 6, I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side, multiply by 6 to give me the value here. So 40 multiplied by 6 gives me 240, and so this answer is what we're looking for, 240 kilometers. So the final answer is 240 kilometers. Next, let's take a look at this example here. It says 6 costs £2.16. What is the cost of 2? So again, we need to identify the two variables, and in this case it's the number and the cost. So we can say number or items and the cost. Let's draw out the table here and fill in the values that we're given. So 6 items cost £2.16. I'm going to change this into pence. And I'm just going to items, there's no units, I'm just going to write n, but there's no units here. It's cost in pence. So what's the cost of 2? And so that's the question here. So the way we do this is exactly the same. So we look at the variables or the numbers given to us, the values given to us, either horizontally, so in this case 6 and 216, or vertically, so 6 and 2. Well, right now the first thing that sticks to my mind is the 2. I can multiply 2 to make 6. So I'm going to go here, multiply by 3 by going upwards, from bottom upwards. So similarly, something multiplied by 3 will give me 216. So to work out that answer, I can do 216 divided by 3. So that would be, how many 3's going to 2? No times. So then look at 21. How many times is 3 going to 21? 7 times. No remainder. So go straight to the next number here. How many times is 3 going to 6? The answer is 2. So the final answer is 72. So our final answer here is 72 pence is the cost of 2.